And we are live, guys. Welcome to another live stream from Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph, darling. What we want to talk about today is patience and how semen retention perfectly relates to the principle of patience. Now, what matters most lasts the longest. I'm going to say it one more time. What matters most lasts the longest. Not only that, the person who lasts the longest will have the highest value. Now, use that term in terms of everything. If you last longer, you will have the highest value. What is an example of that? A company that manages to stay in business and remain big and become even bigger over time and become even bigger. And sustaining that greatness is the most difficult thing. Usually when something becomes really big, sometimes it implodes. And that's what's going to be very interesting to see about Amazon. When it becomes so big, will it implode or will it sustain its greatness? What's really cool about Amazon is that Jeff Bezos had patience. Because in the beginning, Amazon lost a lot of money. But the investors believed in Jeff Bezos. And because of that belief in Jeff, then they got their rewards for believing in Jeff Bezos. And that was because he had patience from the beginning. And he had a vision that he believed in until now. And the adventure is not even finished. And he's building other companies. And it's an insane success story because of one man's patience. Now, you got to think about it. What we have on this planet is we have life. And life happens in a bunch of nows. Okay, you have a now right now, the future, there's going to be another now. Every single second there's another now. The now is really all we have. So we've got the now, but our goal is to improve the now over a long period of time and make the now even better and better and better and keep the now, like the awesomeness of now, sustained over a long period of time. This is why I tell you guys to avoid alcohol, to avoid cigarettes, to avoid drugs, and to avoid ejaculation, because it gives you a spike that's not sustainable. That spike doesn't produce joy. It produces quick happiness and satisfaction, but it immediately dies. Immediately. Or within a few minutes or a few hours if you're lucky. So, but if you can manage to have patience, then that enjoyment of the now can be exponential in growth. Now, follow me for a second as I delve into the issue of time. Because I've mentioned before, what matters most is what lasts the longest. Well, in that case, then time is your best friend. When you invest money and you've got a certain interest rate and a return on investment on that money, and it's in your favor. So someone owes you money or someone says that they will give you money because of your investment. Over time, there's an exponential growth curve because of interest. And at that moment in time, time is your friend. Time actually is your best friend. You are excited about the process of time moving forward because as the process of time moves forward, you're fired up and excited about the automatic growth that is going to happen naturally because of your best friend, time. In this scenario, you have chosen to put yourself in bondage. Let's say 1x bondage. In return, you will receive 10x freedom and joy and happiness and control and power, if you like. There's nothing wrong with power as long as you use it for good. If you use power for good, then your power will be sustained. That's a quick detour there. If you use your power, if you have any power, for wrong or for bad, then that power will be stripped away from you eventually. That's just how it works. Going back to the process of time and the interest rate and the exponential growth curve. 1x bondage, just for a quick moment, okay? And then keeping the patience over a long period of time will produce 10x freedom, joy, and happiness for you. But then you've got the world. The immediate gratification generation that is growing up these days, that you will be a contrarian to, hopefully, as you follow these videos and subscribe to this channel. The generation right now who are immersed in immediate gratification and speed, and I've got to have it now, and no attention whatsoever. They have 1x freedom right now. But eventually, because time is their enemy, because they're basically paying for something right now with money or energy that they don't have, or that they will not be able to sustain over a long period of time. What happens then? Interest. The exponential decline of money, energy, and time. Time can become your worst enemy when you choose to not care about your future self and instead only care about enjoying the present moment at the expense of your future. What a sad, sad tale. Because that exponential decline will cause you to have that 1x freedom for a time, and then eventually will turn into 10x bondage. Now, let's say you are already in that bondage, the 10x bondage, because some people are. You might be watching this and be heavily into your addictions. It's going to be a very, very hard route. There's no secret about that. But you can still get out of that bondage. You get out of that bondage by taking 100% responsibility for your actions, and then slowly but surely getting rid of those addictions. And which addiction would you start with? Let me make a suggestion. Semen retention. You might be in the 10x bondage right now, where semen retention, or getting rid of the alcohol, getting rid of the women, getting rid of the fast cars, and the debt that will put you in that 10x bondage, which you're in. You have to take one small baby step at a time. Watch this channel every single day until your mind becomes brainwashed. Okay? Your brain needs to be washed over a long period of time for your habits to change. But once you actually manage to get out of that bondage, the taste of freedom will be amazing for you. And you will be able to have had knowledge of being in that bondage that can be of help for others who are in the same situation later in life, when you've already succeeded and you can help them up because they'll be able to relate to you. Hopefully you've not come in that 10x bondage situation. If you're in the 1x bondage situation, or your 1x freedom, don't go that path. You will thank me later when you choose to be in bondage right now and do the necessary things that it takes to avoid all addictions. By practicing semen retention just for a period of time for you to gain the ultimate virtue, which is patience. Patience. If you have patience, you can win over everyone. That's basically, it's stamina. It's being able to last a long time without getting the thing that you want. It's like being in a race and knowing that I'm going to last longer than the one behind me because I know the prize will be given to me eventually. I know that I will keep on with this project because I believe in it so strongly. I'm being rejected on a daily basis, but I know I will hit a breakthrough if I just keep doing what I'm doing. Do you think I have patience after 1 year of doing these live streams on YouTube and 185 subscribers? I've got patience. And why do I have patience? Because I know that time always works in your favor when you do the thing. There will always be an exponential growth phase if you are consistent in developing your skill and developing your mindset for success. It's just the way it works. And because I know that, I get fired up every single day as part of that process. That's how you have joy in the future and joy in the now. Without the drugs, without the alcohol, without the continual ejaculations and porn and all the women. I'm fired up. Have you ever seen a guy like me fired up consistently, daily, like I have been? Is it a facade that I put on? Sometimes in the past, maybe. But I'm almost, like, I'm on what? Day 57 of semen retention. I'm more fired up than I've been for years. And you can be too. Because you can apply that same principle and get that same result of massive action, making time your friend, and gaining that most important virtue of patience. Now, if you've watched all the way to here, I'm going to tell you you've had patience. Patience with me, probably. But I will tell you right now that there's going to be a link in the description for a Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi live cast. Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. What are they going to talk about? They're going to talk about one of my most passionate topics, which is self-education. If you follow my channel, you know now that I cannot stand the public education system, the government education system, which is outdated and a bunch of waste of time, including getting student loans. If you're watching this channel, you're not allowed to take out student loans to use to pay for a college. Forget about it. You need to click down on this link down below that will take you to mastermind.com, which is the newest project that Anthony Robbins have come out with, the first new product in 12 years that he's launching. And the topic is making self-education the new norm. He knows that the impending financial crash is gonna cause a lot of people to want to get educated because they don't have any money and they have to improve their skills. Are they gonna go to school for a 5-year degree and pay money? Or are they going to become part of this new massive marketing platform that Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi are putting up for our benefit? I think you know the answer. And if you want to know more about it, then go down below, click on the link, reserve your spot for that live cast because it's going to be absolutely awesome. And I hope to see you there. So anyway, hope you guys had a fantastic day today. I truly did. I went to Libertarian National meeting today, and it was great. It was wonderful to be among libertarians and talk about how horrific socialism is, and I hope you feel the same. So anyway, love you guys. I'll see you again tomorrow.